Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I think it's working now. I think my mic is working now. Can you guys hear me? Hey, Woodchip, can you hear me all right? My mic wasn't working earlier. All right, good, good, good. Yeah, Windows did a big update yesterday, and now everything is messed up. So yeah, we did good on the new Express account, but I did take a big hit in my funded futures. I did that last night after I told myself I wasn't going to trade the Asia session, and then I screwed it all up. Oh, nice wood chip. Yeah, it was kind of crazy today in the Nasdaq this morning. Got a lots more volatility, that's for sure. I think I'm gonna buy a combine. So D, I shorted YM here, and I went in heavy with two contracts, and then I did a few scalps with the Nasdaq this morning. I ended up fading this candle here and took it down for, I don't know, 20, 30 points. But I did screw up my funded futures account, and I did that last night. I took daily loss limit on brand new starter accounts, which is not a good way to start the week, but I can't get anything to work. The audio for the music, everything is not working. I knew this was going to happen. Last night or yesterday, Windows 11 had a big update. Ended up taking like 30, 40 minutes for it to update. And I said, you watch, everything's going to be messed up this morning. And it is. How'd you do today, D? How you doing so far? Hey, Farhat, thank you. Yeah, everything seems to be messed up with the computer this morning. The microphone wasn't working. Now the audio won't work for the music, and I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna buy a combine. I would like to have more Top Step accounts. I think if there was one company that I would go live with, or I want to go live with, it's Top Step. Now they're just chopping around now. This is nasty. These dojis on the 5 minute. I don't understand why the music's not working. Thanks, Farhat. How'd you do, Farhat, today? Nice, Farhat. Yeah, it feels very heavy, doesn't it? That's kind of how I had the feeling with the YM this morning. After this big candle, with momentum, I ended up just hopping in instead of waiting for my aggressive school run trade, which would have been triggered right here. I ended up hopping in right here. We didn't take that much heat, and then sunk down to there. I ended up taking a small piece of it on my personal account as well. But yeah, we screwed up the My Funded Future starter accounts last night and the trade-a-fi accounts last night. And I made myself a rule that I wasn't going to trade overnights with my funded accounts, and I broke that rule. So I did come up with a strategy for gold for the overnights, and I got stopped out for that. And then I went on and I started trying to trade NASDAQ and started going in too heavy, and yeah, we messed those accounts up. They're not blown, but I took daily loss limit on them. Up 420 on the YM trade this morning on the personal account. It's a good number if you're a stoner. All right, we got this funded account. This combine account. I think I'm gonna lock myself out of this one. It was day one on the Express, 50K Express. I like to come out swinging when I have a new account. So that's why you see me trading super aggressively on this new account. Now it's a static account because I'm over the 2,000. I wish I could do that with Take Profit Trader better, but I don't know. I'm gonna lock myself out. Actually, let me make sure everything's flattened. So I'm locked out of that Express count today. I'm gonna go back to the NASDAQ for this combine. All right, let's see. I haven't really been watching the NASDAQ too much this morning, so it definitely feels bearish. And we could just start eating into these single prints here. After staring at the Trade-A-Vate chart so much, I hate looking at Top Step X. The candles to me, they're okay, but they just don't pop like they do the Trade-A-Vate to me. Yeah, NASDAQ does seem a little bit choppy. For sure, for these are pretty nasty doji candles. Look at these wicks. The 5-minute. I really wish I could get the music to work. Yeah, definitely for odd. I probably would if I was trading my funded account. That's for sure. I'm a full DGen when it comes to combines, so just a disclaimer. See, what is the initial balance? Here. So that's the initial balance. So yeah, we're just kind of chopping it around in the middle right now. Still feels heavy, but like you said, Farad, I mean, if you try to go for a momentum and it comes back here, it's 50 points. Hey Eddie, what's going on? Yeah, I know. I just got another. I just bought a combine, and now it looks like it's kind of slowing down. But to me, it feels heavy. It feels bearish, but you don't really know what to expect on a week like this week. With the holiday and everything. And sometimes holiday trading can be really good, and sometimes it's completely dead. It feels bearish, but this is a wicked good wick here for the bulls. And we all know like Nasdaq likes to put in these wicks and then kind of do a little V bottom and keep going up. But we do have all this mess here from Friday to repair. We're probably not going to leave these. And we don't have to take and repair them today, but you can see right here with the single prints on the 30-minute chart. So here. So we already got into this candle here. Repaired this one somewhat. But we don't have to do it today. We don't have to do it at all. It's a high probability that we will. At some point. So yeah, I've been trying to hop on a little bit later after the morning session. I don't know, um, because there's so many big streamers that are on first thing. I have like there's like 20 live streamers that just on my list that are on. So yeah, I was really disappointed in myself that I messed up those funded accounts last night. I completely broke my own rules. I told myself not to trade Nasdaq. Don't trade Nasdaq at night because I'm just not good at it. And what I do, I just traded Nasdaq. Then usually what happens is that I'm trying to make up for the losses when it comes to in the morning during the New York. I don't know, Eddie. I ended up getting I ended up taking a gold trade, which is something that I want to do at night, and then I ended up just getting chopped up, and I didn't. I was just clicking buttons. It was just ridiculous. I kind of went on a little bit of a tilt session after I took that gold loss, so it was nasty. I'll show you. Let's see. That was another thing too. Is like everything, all my Tradeovate charts and everything were reset for some reason. So this morning I was resetting my charts up and everything. It was ridiculous. The main thing, Eddie, is I'm just not being patient with the funded accounts with the prop firms. The amazing thing is I've been extremely patient with my personal account, which is nice, but so yeah, here's my funded futures account, and I got smoked, but they're not dead. This is why I like the daily loss limit, because when it saves me from myself from doing dumb stuff. I mean, it was just dumb. I mean, look at this. This is ridiculous. Took my gold trade, got stopped out, fine, and then um, started trading Nasdaq, and then got smoked. Oh, Eddie, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. No, this gold trade is just something that I came up with, so I doubt it. I didn't know she was talking about a gold trade. I'll have to look into it. My gold trade is something that I'm just back testing. It's very mechanical. It's basically just a break of the uh, 8 o'clock Eastern candle. Something I'm forward testing. I shouldn't say I'm back testing. I'm forward testing. I did do a little back testing with it, but I'm forward testing. I think I'm up about 40 ticks with it in 3 trades. So, but last night I took the L. It was a big L. 34 ticks, which wasn't a big deal, but then I decided that I wanted to try to trade some Nasdaq, and then I did this. I was doing the same trades with the take profit, not take profit, Tradeify, and yeah, those took a hit as well. So basically, this morning, all I had to trade was this Express account that I just activated last night, and my personal account. It's the only thing I had to trade. So this was a nice this account went well. So technically, I took the advanced school run trade, but because this candle was it had such good momentum going that I ended up just going in a little preemptive short. So I ended up getting in right about here, and then but your stop had to be way up here, so it was a good 100-point stop or so, which was a little scary. Um, but technically, you could still be in this trade because the stop was way up here, and we ended up taking about 100 points or so. Not quite 100 points, but I ended up going in 2 contracts, and took profit, and then it bounced back into here again, and then I ended up going short again. It took a little more, so it was a good start on this Express account. So I locked myself out of this because right now this is the only funded account that I could actually trade because everything else is locked up, which can be dangerous for me if I start over trading or doing something dumb. How many points we actually got out of that? It's 92. I really think normally I would try to go down here, but I think because I took that loss last night, I really wanted to take those profits. Nasdaq looks wicked choppy. Big candles, 50-point candles, but choppy. What's ES doing? Yeah, Eddie, it's probably smart to trade micros in this mess. ES hopping around as well. I don't know. I hope it's not going to be like this for the next day or two. If you made your money this morning, then you're doing well. Wow, look at that rejection. Wow. Is this some sort of news? Almost feels like it. Wow. Kind of ranging now with a 5-minute candle. Seems like it's trying to trap longs and shorts. But if you're scalping, you're doing okay. Wait, this is a mess. I feel like the bottom's gonna fall out on YM. YM's been so bearish compared to Nasdaq. I mean, look at this 4-hour chart from December 4th. But, maybe we're putting in a higher low. I mean, get one here. Here. Could be putting in one here. But that's on a bigger time frame, so. I think if the Nasdaq starts to fall and the ES starts to fall, then Dow is just gonna plummet. But right now, everything's trying to hold up. If you want to scalp, I like to scalp momentum. And feel like we just keep getting trapped right now. Yeah, Eddie. Yeah, I think I was probably DCAing last night in my funded account, and that's what got me in trouble. And so, like, when I was trading this morning, the Dow, I'm adding to my winner as the Dow was plummeting on this candle, and it's coming down, 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 down. And I was adding to the winner. I added to the winner once because I'm only allowed 2 contracts, so. But, as you see, it can pay off big time when you add to the winner, but when you start adding to the loser, especially with these smaller accounts, you get in trouble real quick. So yeah, I'm really trying to break the habit of adding to that loser. I still do it every once in a while, and Sometimes it works out, and then you get that winner on a bad habit, and it's not a good thing. I'm still bearish, but I feel like I get my face ripped off too. So that's a good thing. That's a good reason to lock yourself out, because I was just looking at this chart here and I'm thinking, I'm looking for a short here, and then I just realized, oh, I'm still on my Express account. So that's a good reason to lock yourself out, just so you don't make that mistake. So it looks like we're going to continue to grind higher for now. Kind of got a bit of a trend line break. I'm not a big trend line trader, but sometimes. Hanging right out at the VWAP. So we're just hanging right out in the middle of the initial balance range. So it's not too much for me to do right now. I'm looking to see if we close above this VWAP and continue higher, but then where do you place your stop? Because this candle here is 60 points. I'm curious to see where this candle closes. Yeah, I'm really kicking myself about last night. Taking daily loss limit on those funded accounts and just doing stupid trades, and and then I didn't leave myself any opportunity to trade them today, this morning. And that's just dumb. That's why I don't like doing that. I mean, I Should probably lock myself out. I think 400 is good for the day. It's a 50K combine, so it shouldn't take too many days at that pace. I like your style, Eddie. I mean, like I said earlier, I'm a full-on degen when it comes to combines. So I never used to be, and then the one day to pass and the direct to funded, and I definitely have lost patience when it comes to combines and evals. It's a nice close above the VWAP here. Yeah, Eddie. Well, I did have, I have changed my mindset because, I do have my own personal account as well. So when it comes to prop firms and stuff, to me, it's kind of just like a bonus when it comes to the trading. And so I have changed my mindset to looking at it that, if I was to lose this account, I'm risking $50. So like when I place a trade, like right now, if I place a trade, what's my risk? It's $50. It's not it's not the monopoly money that I see on the screen. If that makes any sense. So even though I do get bummed out, like when I lose even a funded account or something like that, I have to look at it that as, I didn't lose $2,000 in drawdown. I lost, $150, what the account cost. In some of the more expensive accounts, it's kind of a bummer when you lose them. And especially like when you get close to payout and then you do something dumb and then blow them. I mean, this is why the prop firms have like 10-day trading rules and things like that, because you only need 1 day out of those 10 days to screw up. If you have 1 day out of those 10 days where you went on tilt, then there goes the account. Especially accounts with no daily loss limit, or an account with daily loss limit that's a hard breach, like Take Profit Trader, where you lose the account. And it's crazy to me how, and I still do it, where Take Profit Trader is like you don't stop yourself before you hit the daily loss limit. And then you blow the Take Profit Trader account for no reason. It's amazing to me. I mean, I'm done pretty good at it, but yeah, I'm not perfect. Yes, I think it's my PTSD from those option losses, but I need to be trading a little more aggressive on evals. So yeah, Eddie, I know exactly what you're saying because I took some major option losses in the beginning of my trading career, and those giant losses still hang over my head for sure. And I still think it still affects me on my personal account. Hey Peak, how's it going? So yeah, when you see, I mean, it's much easier to trade um, when you have money. If you're relying on the income from trading, it makes it much more difficult. So Peak, we're doing pretty good. I'm just working on this combine right now. We stopped ourselves out from the 50K account, the Express account. We're up $2,163 on that this morning. It's day one on the Express account, so I got a nice big head start on that account. But we did take daily loss limit last night on the My Funded Futures starter accounts. So in the uh, Tradeify accounts. So Bulanox Project X, I believe Project X. I haven't heard of the Bulanox Project X, but I believe the Project X is going to be similar to the Top Step X. So it's basically just the platform. So you can see right here, like, I don't know if you can see it. It's really small print, but down on the bottom of the Top Step X, it says Project X right here. So they're the company that makes the platforms. And My Funded Futures has it too with their, I forgot what it's called, but yeah. No, thanks, Eddie. Yeah, I don't, I try not to do that on other people's, but hey, other people do it. It's on them. Thanks, Eddie. I appreciate it. But yeah, Peak, you trading Bulanox? So yeah, right now the only thing that's is the Tradeify. They do the Advent calendar every day, so that's the best deal going right now. Usually is the Tradeifys. So like every day, I don't know if you're on their Discord for Tradeify, but they'll do the Advent calendar. So like this was yesterday, and then they've been running deals every day for Tradeify. But yeah, I don't think Apex is running much of a deal. Bulanox is, I believe, let me double check. They change their discounts all the time. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So yeah, right now Bulanox is 80% off on the option ones, and option two is 80% off. So right now I have 80% off on Bulanox until December 26th on Bulanox. I have a code and it's Pine, PIN. If you want to use it, I don't really push my codes, but J Money, what's going on? Oh, Merry Christmas, J Money. Yeah, we did good this morning on this Express account, but I did some dumb stuff last night in the overnight on My Funded Futures and Tradeifys. So yeah, for My Funded Futures, to me, the starter accounts are the best. Dan Emmons, what's going on? Hey, Newts, what's up? Got the DCA gang in here. So yeah, I was working on this combine, but now we're just chilling. We're chilling on the funded account, but yeah, we took a hit in the My Funded Future starter accounts last night. Oh, congratulations, J Money. Tick tick. Awesome. But yeah, I love the My Funded Future starter accounts. Those guys won't give me a code. They won't give me a link. Nice newts. Oh, back, yeah. Back on the minis. Yeah, I was trading minis last night and got smoked like an idiot. I went on kind of a tilt session last night, which is, it really angered me because I have a rule that I'm not going to trade NASDAQ on the overnight anymore. And I did. And I paid for it. And I guess that's why I have that rule. Yeah, Farad, I don't know. They won't give me one. Take Profit Trader won't give me a code, and My Funded Future won't give me a code. And those are my favorite prop firms. And I told them they're my favorite prop firms, and they still won't give me a code, but that's all right. I mean, I'm not really doing it for the codes anyway, the streaming. Do I know if Project X can be accessible on mobile? I think so, but I'm not 100% sure. Peak. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you can access Top Step X on mobile. Oh, that's smart, Newts. Yeah. Yeah, I just got caught up. I was adding to losers and everything else, and last night it was just ridiculous. Yeah, it's super. It's been super choppy. Well, it was super choppy for a good hour, so kind of broke out of that a little bit. But no, Newts, they won't. They've denied me twice. I have no idea why. I filled in all the information. I don't know. I think if I ended up getting a little more, if I get more subscribers, then I'll hit them up again, and because I use them all the time. But exactly, Dan. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. I was just like, I sent them all my links. My Exa link and my TikTok and my YouTube links and all that, and they still denied me. Oh, nice Newts. Yeah, someone used my Bulinox account one time, and that was nice. So I haven't even been promoting them at all. I just kind of have them down in my description, but I haven't figured out how to do the overlays or any of that stuff yet. So, all right, D. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, Peak. Take Profit Trader is actually a really good deal right now. So to me, like Take Profit Trader, My Funded Future, starter accounts, those are the some of the best deals going. And like I said, just watch out for um, the Tradeify because they're doing the daily deals. But um, Streamlabs, Newts. I just figured it out. And this morning I got on and the microphone wasn't working, and my computer did a big update yesterday and nothing's working. Like usually I have music going, and so when I first got on, the music was working fine, but my microphone wasn't working, and then ended up getting the microphone to work, and now the music won't work. So I gotta play with it later. Investors, what's going on? Yeah, I have Tradeify as well. Tradeify is new, but in my opinion, I think they really took their time to, you know, figure out how they're gonna work their accounts, and they got a good website. They weren't like fast track trading where they just came on the scene in a hurry and had no idea what was going on. I think Tradeify is really thought out, in my opinion, but we'll see. With any of these new prop firms, you never know. I mean, because there's sharks out there, and they come in and they'll take these prop firms for a ride. So, but the major ones like Top Step, My Funded Futures, even Apex, people hate them, but they are big and they still get tons of business. So I think they're going to be around for a while. And you know, so yeah, Top Step, Take Profit Trader, My Funded Futures, Apex, um, and I think Tradeify is going to be around for a while. I mean, that's plenty. I mean, you can make a ton of money just from one prop firm. So yeah, exactly. D. You don't want to be too loyal to just one. But yeah, to me, I mean, I still think that Top Step's gonna be is number one. They've been around the longest. I mean, they're rich. They have plenty of money to pay people. I'm sure they're right on board with all the. If there's regulations coming, I'm sure they're right on board with it. I'm sure they got all their paperwork filled out. And so yeah, tomorrow we have early close. I just got that email from Top Step. So 12 p.m. Central Time for Christmas Eve, and then the market's closed for Christmas. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what the action is tomorrow morning. Not expecting too much. Could be kind of choppy, but then again, sometimes you get those grind days where they just keep running up on that holiday trading grind. But you never know. Thanks, dudes. Yeah, smash the like button. So Newts, yeah. So trading live is hard when I can relate to you now. When you're trading on your stream, it's not easy trading live. That I don't know, D. I think it probably will count with. I think Tuesday and Thursday will count as one day, but I'm not sure. All right, Pete. Thanks. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, for sure, Newts. Yeah, it's really distracting. Well, I know that's how I've been feeling lately, Newts. I haven't been doing much on stream trading because the chat has been pretty good, and people have been tuning in, and which is nice. And so I haven't been doing much on stream trading. But I tell people, if you go back to my previous live streams, I try to timestamp all my trades so that way you can go in and check them out. But yeah, yeah, Newts, yeah. So that's the thing, Newts, is like I've been enjoying making content, and kind of gives me I like thinking of ideas on how to make videos and what to say and things like that. Gives me that creative outlet, especially, you know. Oh, I took a short in YM this morning on the Express account. Went in heavy. We had this huge momentum candle at 9:45, and what I did is I ended up hopping in early. Usually I would have took the break for my aggressive school run trade, but I ended up hopping in early, and then ended up adding to the winner as it went down here. I took it off for a pretty good gain, and then we ended up coming back and retesting this area again, and ended up going short again, and took, a couple $100 more. And then I did mess around a little bit with the NASDAQ. I'm not used to Top Step X. Sorry. I ended up just fading this candle here. Got a little lucky. Had a tight stop, but got a little momentum. So yeah. So basically, I made it with the aggressive school run trade. And on the personal, yeah, we made $420. Neutral like that is $420. $420 on the personal. So yeah, so I've been thinking about it a lot because originally, trading with Travis was one of my inspirations to start, going live, and he never had a camera, and he has 14,000 subscribers, and he's been doing it for years, and he always just had a microphone with no camera. So originally, I was just like, well, maybe I'm just gonna try it with a microphone with no camera because, I'm a pretty introverted guy, and so I was just like, I didn't know if I want to do it with a camera. And then as soon as I start doing it, trading with Travis buys a camera and goes on camera. So I was just like, all right, everyone's going on camera. But then you see some YouTubers, like Cassinator Trades. He's got lots of subscribers. He puts out pretty good content, but he never goes on live. He's just talking about his journey and stuff like that, which is cool. So exactly, D. Yeah, yeah, it'd be cool for him to go live. He's gonna find that there's a lot of pressure going live. Vin Mascasine from The Sopranos. Okay, I don't know. I'm a huge Sopranos fan, but oh, that guy. Yeah, from Home Alone. So yeah, that'd be cool if Cassinator goes live. I mean, he's been crushing it with the prop firms. But yeah, definitely, it definitely brings a whole new element when you're trying to. I'm not even paying attention to the charts here. Time is it? 11:30. So yeah, I want to be more consistent on trading live and making more content and things like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely transparent when it comes to the accounts. Like I said, this last night I smoked my my funded futures accounts. and my Tradeify accounts. So like that's what happens when you go on tilt right there. During the overnight and see my trade of 8 is all messed up. But yeah, so times 3 on all these. Hit daily loss limit. So like I said, I told myself I made a rule I wasn't going to trade NASDAQ during the overnights. And I was only going to try my gold trade during the overnight. And I ended up taking a loss on the gold trade and then ended up going to the NASDAQ. And yeah, I mean, a few weeks ago I made that rule I wasn't going to trade the overnights because I blew so many accounts trying to trade that overnight chop, and it just doesn't move the same. I have a tough time getting a feel for the market, and yeah, I was just really dumb. And then I end up trading until like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and that's not good either. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stick by my rule. All right, Newts, good luck. Yeah, looks like a good long. Looks like a nice bounce here off the VWAP. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna get some continuation. Didn't print in much of a V bottom today, but it's still kind of a V bottom. But anytime you see a reaction like this from NASDAQ, this giant wicked candle here, you just know it's gonna rally. I still feel like Dow is heavy. So Newts, you still got your take profit trader accounts? I know you were trying to slow grind those up. What do you mean, D? Oh, that sucks, Newts. Sorry to hear that. I killed mine too. I got one payout. I got one small payout on my take profit traders, and then I blew it. I took the payout just because I'd never gotten a payout from them yet. So I was just like, I gotta take this payout, and it was like, I don't know what, I don't remember. I made a video about it. It was like $400, but I'm like, I gotta do it. D, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Can you show me your settings on Trade of 8? My stop loss doesn't extend the red line. I'm not sure what you mean. Do you mean the initial balance that I have up here? Because that's just an indicator called Tiki opening range. Hey, Woodchip. Hey, Josh. I didn't see you up in the chat. What's going on? Sorry I missed you. Oh, the long one that actually, the one that I said, is this really you? To Patrick Whelan. Oh, maybe maybe it's the show orders on the fill and orders. D. Maybe you have that checked off, and then you can go. So you just go to the little box up here, the chart settings, and go to show orders, and then you can kind of go back, and then you can do your last trade price, the high of the day, the low of the day, here in the settings. Oh yeah, that's funny, Josh. Because that actually, I was just like, wow, that's actually a good post. That's something that people don't realize is that when you're Patrick Wheeling and you're making 15, I'm just guessing, $15,000 a day in affiliate money. I'm not taking anything away from them, but you can stay in a trade, you know, much longer. You can size up, because what the heck is what's a $500 trade when you're making that much money in affiliate money? So when I saw yeah, so when I saw that Patrick Whelan post, I was like, wow, that's hey wood chip. I said that's actually that's a nice post because new traders and people that are just coming on the scene and they see these influencers and affiliates, it can be kind of dangerous when you see in these giant uh, profits, and you're not really seeing the struggles of trying to trade for a living, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to trade to pay my bills and to buy groceries. Um, I don't make any money from YouTube and affiliates, so when you see big time YouTubers, making tons of money with affiliates, it's they're slinging contracts like crazy. I mean, if I was making $15,000 a day and I was trading my personal account and I knew I was guaranteed to get that affiliate money, I'd be slinging some contracts. You know, oh, I lost 5,000 on my personal account. Well, who cares? you know. First time trading on, yeah, Trade of Eight. Yeah, Newt. So I've been doing that lately. Originally, I was thinking, I need to get back into copy trading all my accounts. But the way I've been trading lately, which hasn't been very good, is that I would just I think it's just better that I'm not copy trading all my accounts. That's for sure. Yeah, Newt, it helps. When you have that second source of income. I'm trying to go back to not getting that second job. Right, D. Yeah, exactly. And I got nothing against Patrick Wheeling, but his he's been grinding on YouTube for years and years and years. So I can't take anything away from him for that. But wow, Newts, I don't know if you're still in that long, but that was a good trade. We know wood chips trading. Yeah, Newts, my girlfriend is doing DoorDash and stuff right now. Just nice, Newts. Yep. Yeah, that's what sucks about top step is that 50% consistency on the combines. So what I like about my funded futures, you can get those combines passed in one day, and you definitely would have passed in this one trade here. Okay, D. Oh, that's weird. I feel like I know the issue, but let me see. Um, Geez, D, I'm sorry, I can't help. I don't. That is a setting. Maybe it's no. So I don't know if it's the. It might be the color setting. I don't know if you might have it on black or what, but yeah, Josh. Exactly. When you don't need the money, it's so much easier to trade. It's like last year I was door dashing to pay for more evaluations and things. I was doing the DoorDash and the Uber Eats and the Instacart. And I would just trade in the morning. So I'd make my trades, and then I would go DoorDash after, and try to make 150, $200 for that day, and then. Oh, you did, Josh? That sucks. Yeah, I don't have any Apex accounts right now. I don't feel like I need them at the moment. If they run a 90% off sale or something, then I might pick up some, and I'll just YOLO some 25Ks, and I'll hedge them and try to get like 5 to 10 passed, and then I'll just copy trade them. And I am working on a strategy that's a 1-to-1. I'm forward testing it right now, so it's just going to be like basically a gold 1-to-1 scalp. And I was thinking, well, I'm just going to do that on Apex, and then they won't be able to say anything about improper risk management or improper sizing or any of that crap. Yeah, TickTick's good. I've never had a TickTick account, but people get paid from them, so I don't know. And they've been around a long time as well. They kind of fly under the radar. Yeah, they haven't been running. Apex hasn't been running any sales. Nothing good anyway. And then they increased their activation fee. So yeah, I think so too, Josh. You're already starting to see the changes. I might take a stab short here, just on my combine. Let me get rid of this. This is probably gonna melt my face off, but it's just a combine, so. It looks like I'm gonna get my face ripped off. No stops. It's a combine, so this is how I degen. Definitely for the stream, Newts. So my thinking was is just, we just peaked above this initial balance and then we closed back down below it. So I was kind of thinking we make a run back down into here, but with NASDAQ, you just never know because it can just keep grinding higher. So I'm definitely... But my risk is $50. That's my risk. Oh, wood chip, I do that for combines. For one day to pass cheap evaluations like Bulenox or Apex. Yeah, I'll go long and short at the open on a 25K account because it's 1-to-1 and it's pass or smash. So yeah, I know. YM has I was showing this earlier, Newts. If you look at the 4-hour chart since December 4th, I mean, we've just been tanking. Hasn't been good for my investment portfolio. So if this candle closes above or starts rallying real hard, I'll get out of this trade. If it, I don't know, we'll see. It's not looking good. I definitely got trapped. I need to get better at scalping. So if I was trading this on a funded account, I probably would have traded it with micros and then ended up just putting my stop above here. And knowing that, if we start rallying above this previous 5-minute candle, then I'm definitely wrong on this trade. Right? Yeah, I mean, I don't even have any funded accounts to trade right now. I took DLL on my funded futures to trade a FIs, and then I locked myself out of the Express account. I do have my personal account I could trade, but we're up $420 on that account, and felt like that's pretty good day's pay. So which is why I ended up buying this 50K combine, because I made 420 on the personal, so I could spend $50. It's fine today. This is not the reaction I wanted to see. Yeah, Newts. That's kind of what I was thinking, but we did just close above the I the initial balance. I know Newt's likes hearing the initial balance, but yeah, no, it did just close above, and for me, it's this trade is kind of. I was kind of hoping for a reaction right off the rip once we closed, but it's not. Kind of want to kill it, but it's just a combine, so we'll see. Newts. Yeah, I'm just giving you shit. I make some nice plays off the initial balance for sure. Usually scalps, like 10-point scalps, 15-point scalps, because we get that reaction when we, especially when there's a higher volume. We'll get those big pushes. It's kind of like little stop loss runs above and below. So usually, ideally, if we get above here and then closed the candle and then came back down and then closed down below, then usually you get that nice flush. But this feels like I'm just paddling upstream without a paddle. I'm just gonna kill it. Yeah, I think we're just gonna keep going higher, but that was for the stream. No. Yeah, it does, Josh. Probably could just flip long, hold it. Back when I was trading a lot of TPO charts and stuff like that, and learning market profile and volume profile, that's originally why I had the initial balance up on the chart. Yeah, Josh, I would definitely be trading a micro right now if I was trading a funded account. Especially this morning, these candles are massive. And lately, ever since the FOMC, it's been super volatile. It's a little dangerous, a little scary. Nintendo, what's going on? So Josh, I don't remember. Did you make any trades today, or were you just waiting on your approvals or disapprovals? Yeah, it looks like it's just gonna go to the moon now. I really hate looking at this top step X chart. I haven't gotten used to looking at it. As soon as it faked me out here and then close above, I should have flipped long, but hairy hindsight. Nice. Nice, Josh. Yeah, I like the growth accounts. I don't like the advanced accounts. Low life. What's happening? Oh yeah, so you're trying to get those improper risk management days corrected in the apex. Yeah, yeah, I like the growth accounts. They sort of remind me of very similar to the starter accounts, I guess. It's nice that you can pass them in one day too. And I think they're only about $10 more for 50K compared to I think they're $90 for Tradeify 50K and $80 for a my funded future starter. So it's pretty similar. Oh, I missed out on that. So we're just going to the moon now. Oh, ES is too. ES is pumping. This is pretty volatile, especially for minis, like Josh said. I mean, just that little rejection right there was almost 20 points, just boom in an instant. London highs 735. Yeah, I have it marked out on my TradeAvate account, Josh. For some reason I don't have it up on here. I don't know. I don't know much about Top Step X yet. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It works fine, but what I like about Top Step X is when you add to a winner or something that makes it easy. So Josh, I'd like to learn the IFEG for scalping. I was looking at it over the weekend a little bit. Methodical Man uses it a lot. So it's all he trades for his 10-point scalps. Just makes it nice, if you're trading, something like Apex where they're, being strict on the, improper risk management and the sizing and all that, just going for those 1-to-1 trades. And a lot of my trading is like 3-to-1s, 2-to-1s, even bigger. So low life. So I've been trading futures since 2021, and I've been trading. I traded stocks, like swing traded stocks before that. So probably over 10 years swing trading stocks. Back when I was working full time, I would do a lot of swing trading. Yeah, I've been staring at the screens for a while. Still trying to find consistency. I'm profitable. I make money from the markets, but I'm not to that point where I'm consistent enough yet. In my opinion. So Josh, you said London highs was 735. I didn't quite make it, but it's like we're definitely rejecting. Probably because it's the top of the hour. Yeah, low life. I did the same. Like last night, I just went back into old habits again, and I really messed up my brand new My Funded Future starter accounts. And then in this morning we come back, you know, and we caught a nice win. We added to the winner. We really pushed this Dow trade, and you know, traded aggressively, but I really didn't take much drawdown at all on this account. But with my funded future starter accounts and the Tradeify accounts, I screwed them up last night, so I can't even trade them today. And that's just like, it's like, why do I do that? Sunday night, I guess. I was excited to trade, probably from over the weekend. That's why Mondays and Fridays can be very hard emotionally. Like most, I don't know, but for me and a lot of other people, Mondays and Fridays can be my worst days. Fridays, you go on a little bit of tilt, and then you don't want to take that red day over the weekend, and then you can just dig yourself into a bigger hole, and then end up blowing a count just before the weekend. And I can't tell you how many times I've done that. And on the Mondays, you get emotional and you want to trade because you're addicted. And then, you do something dumb on a Sunday night, and then you can't even really trade your accounts. Yeah, low life. I mean, we all struggle with that from time to time, that's for sure. So see, Josh, see, Newt, see how we bounced off this initial balance high? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, 80s are holding, Josh. If we hold this, it looks like we could run back up to that 735, like you said. I'm just joking. No, I love that we all trade differently. I love how everyone can still make money in the markets and then have all these different strategies. So it's always fun. I love learning new strategies. Like this weekend when you and Cube, Josh, when you guys were talking about your pivot points. Now this is something I've been interested in a long time, is the pivot points. And so it's like, so I was lurking when you guys were talking about it on the Discord, and then I was putting them on my charts, and I was kind of looking, and because a lot of times, like when I get in a big trade, like YM this morning, it's like, I'm in this big trade, and I want to hold it for as long as possible and try to squeeze as much as I can out of this trade, but I'm going off. I'm looking left. I'm seeing that we're running these, I guess it would be fair value gaps, but I call them like single prints. And I see we run that like almost to a T. Like we filled that right there and then it bounced, Now if I put a pivot point on here, I don't know. Did it come right to the pivot point and bounce? I don't know. But yeah, so I was kind of interested in that stuff. Something I'm gonna when I get time, maybe over the holiday, I want to research a little bit. CRS, what's going on? Yeah, sure, low life. Not so much because this is why my charts are pretty blank. Um, and I trade a lot of mechanical type strategies that just make money over time that don't have a very high win rate. So like the aggressive school run trade that I got from Tom Hugard, and I have my version of it. I took that this morning, made money, and I have some really silly trades that I have a trade that's actually profitable. I can hear the buttons, people clicking off the stream already. That I take the first inside bar break of NQ, and I use a 2-to-1 type stop profit, and it's actually, as silly as it sounds, it's actually, I can tell you exactly what I'm up. Since August till now, it's up 900 NQ points. And I'm telling you, it's just, anyone can do it. It's just so simple and stupid, and it takes no analysis whatsoever. And that's just because of risk management, right? So that's all it is. And it's just one of those dumb trades that I just observed one day, and I was just like, this is so dumb. I'm like, look at this break of the inside candle, I can actually just show you real quick. I'll show you so yeah, so like an 820. Okay, right here, you can see I got it highlighted right here, the inside bar. So here's the 930 open, and this is the very first candle that was an inside 5-minute bar candle, and I just took a break here. I took a break as soon as it went below this low here, and I took it for 60 points. And then you can see the day before. So 11:19. This is gonna make people mad. Right here, 9:40. We had an inside candle. Took a break. Now you would have took some heat on this one. So if you weren't trading micros, you would have took some heat. But as you see, we eventually flushed down here. And we never. I always put my stop above. Actually, right where today's candle is. It's sitting right here. I put my stop above. It ran for 94 total points. max profit. So yeah, you don't even have to think about that stuff. Yeah, Josh, exactly. I'm old. I'm over 40 now. I'm old. Yeah, no, it's just as long as you apply the risk management to it. It's just something I observed one day. I'm like, wow, look at that inside candle on the very first inside candle of the New York Open. Now I don't trade it if it's like before a news event or anything like that. But to be honest with you, it's a very your stop outs can be big, so you have to size accordingly. But yeah, there is silly things in the market that if you do them consistently over and over and over and over again, you can still make money. And but with prop firms, it can be a little difficult because if you have a win rate of say 30% or something like that, even though your risk to reward is 3 to 1, the drawdown alone can kill you on a prop firm because you can go 3-4 days without a winning trade, and then your drawdown is crushed because with most of these prop firms you have that trailing drawdown, and then it can really destroy your account unless you're trading micro, something small. But yeah, that's just something that I've been working on since this summer. Just something I observed one day. I kind of been using a 30-point stop loss, as a rule of thumb, and then a 60-point take profit. But the aggressive school run is something I've been trading for a long time, like over a year or two, year and a half or so. And right now, the aggressive school run, I'm up 4,183 points, not including today, YM points. See, this is boomer stuff, Josh. See, I handwrite all my my notes. I don't put anything on the computer. It's all pen to paper. So yeah, what makes those strategies really hard and difficult is to see. This was a good short here, and I missed it because I was jabbing. But so we definitely rejected and came back and closed down in below the initial balance high, and this would have made a nice little scalp. Especially if you're just trying to go for a base hit like a 10-point or something like that. But we definitely could start running down into the 50s here, or we are in the 50s, but we definitely could get down in below this candle here. If I was trading super aggressively, I could definitely just kind of YOLO a short here and hoping that we get back down 615 area. So let's paper hand it on the mind here. So this was definitely a rejection here above. So yeah, so anyways, I think I was saying before that the problem with doing these type of mechanical strategies is that you go through days, you go through streaks, and whether it's wins or losses, you can go through a lot of losing days, and sometimes your wins can be a week or so out. Like I did like on my aggressive school run trade on the YM, I went through like five losing days in a row, and I don't take the trade every day, so it's I went from 9/11 till 10-3 before I got a winning trade out of that. So that's, almost a month. And that can really play with you, play with your mind, it can just do damage psychologically. That's why I still trade props, like NQ, and I still do a lot of I think trades and discretionary trades, especially with the prop firms, because if I was a lot of times on my personal account, I'll only trade those mechanical trades, but and then I fill my time with prop firms. So on my personal account, I'm much more patient, and then out of boredom, I'll trade these prop firms and combines and trade aggressively out of boredom, which is not great, but it's not a great thing to do, to trade out of boredom, but it can really put you on tilt when you go a month without a winning trade. Yeah, props get expensive for sure, Josh. If you're not getting payouts, they can add up, but not as expensive as a personal account, that's for sure. I don't know if you saw my short video how I said I lost $500 on my very first futures trade I made in a personal account. It was $500. NQ. Got stopped out. Took $500 hit very first time, and then I just spiraled out of control. And then my personal TradeAvate account, over the next 2 months, I blew that account. And I blew $15,000 easy. And I'm like, wow, that would have paid for a lot of prop firms. Josh, so right now I got a pretty large personal account because I keep all my investments and everything in my E-Trade account, so it's over 6 figures. But it's kind of like my retirement and everything all into one. That's why I'm trading on E-Trade right now, just for my my futures account, because I hate E-Trade for trading. It's horrible. But yeah, just my retirement and everything, that I rolled it all into E-Trade. So basically, like when I show my balance on E-Trade, that's not. It's just margin. So you can see here, it says buying power 102,000, and that's just because of margin. On the futures. Yeah, exactly. Low life. I just I had a TradeAvate account, and then I still have a Optimus future. No, Josh, I don't. I send them. Sometimes I trade micros. But no, I've been trading minis, especially with YM. YM's $5 a point for a mini, so although it moves, it used to move a lot more, than NASDAQ, but NASDAQ is crazy. Yeah, tends to move more points though, Josh. So. But yeah, YM's not so bad. But yeah, I nearly lost my whole personal account when I first started through options. Options nearly destroyed me. When I lost 60K in a few days. Yeah, that I had about I had about $100,000 in a personal account, and it was all my money, all of it. And then I lost 60K in two trades on options, and I had to go back to work. I told that story the other day, but I ended up going back to doing some carpentry and door dashing and whatever I could. I was hustling big time, 7 days a week, nonstop. Oh, I sold a house too. Part of my carpentry was Daryl's Nutsack. Thanks for the sub. Anonymous, thanks for the sub. So back when I was working at the post office full time, I was investing in houses, Josh, and I was renting them out, and they were just shit boxes. They were just and I would fix them up. So I'd get out of work at the post office from carrying mail, and then I would go and I would work and fix up these houses at night, and I would do that over and over and over, and I ended up selling two of those and was able to quit the post office by selling two of the houses. And this was before the house prices. Like, I only got like $80,000 for these houses, but and now if I held on to them, they'd be worth 250, 300,000. But back then, I only made 30, 40,000 on them, whatever, after taxes. And then I was able to quit the post office, and then I got into trading more. And then, Josh, so like I'm debt free too, so I built my own house. The house that I'm sitting in right now, I built it myself, and I'm still working on it to this day. I just finished my deck over the summer, and then so by being able to trade and being debt free has helped a lot. So my goal is just to be able to continue to do this for the rest of my life without having to go back to a real job. That's my goal, because this is something that I can do physically, I hope, for the rest of my life. And, doing blue collar work the majority of my life, my body is really beat up. And so like making the switch to doing this and using my brain for work is definitely been an adjustment, because I'm more of a hands-on type of person where I like to get my hands dirty, and that's like, it's just naturally me and something I've done my whole life, whether being an auto mechanic to a carpenter to just a construction laborer to doing excavation work with big equipment. It's like I've done it all. So yeah, every day I'm hustling, Josh. Every day I'm hustling. Thanks, Low Life. Yeah. No, it's been. I mean, I can't say I didn't get lucky in a sense. I mean, I grinded my ass off, but when it came to, I kept one of those houses that I had fixed up, and then the pandemic hit, and I got lucky. I mean, and then. Oh, wood chip, that's awesome. I was kind of curious how you got your name, whether it was you were a woodworker or a you cut trees or something. Oh, so you're a fine carpenter, wood chip. Yeah, see, you'd be very disappointed in my fine carpentry. I get it done, but yeah, that's awesome. So I don't know. Did I take a stab short here again? Wrong account. See, this is why. Oof. Well, I definitely need more time staring at these Top Step X charts because a lot of times my trading is based on the feel, especially when I'm trying to pass a combine. Is like the feel is like I think trade with it, staring at the candles, and you kind of get a feel for like momentum and things like that. And these candles move much differently than trade of eight. I'm not coming up, it's not an excuse. It's just something I'm observing right now. And yeah, I don't mind it low life. It's pretty easy, user friendly. That's for sure. Reminds me a lot like Trade of Eight, where it's super user friendly. I wonder if we go back and test those London highs. Yeah, I think you're right, low life. I don't know. I haven't really got used to. Haven't really gotten tuned with trading on stream yet. Something I want to possibly. I think the more reps I get trading on stream and things like that, I feel like it's kind of silly. It's just like because I'm usually like focused on the charts, and then I'm looking down at the chat, and it's actually tricky. Definitely tricky. But this is just a combine, so I don't nothing major. Definitely feels like we're gonna test that. Yeah, it's not easy wood chip. I definitely. No, it's hard low life for sure. One thing I like about streaming and trading on stream is it was actually easier when I was first starting because it was no one watching, but definitely feel that pressure. But I noticed like on my tilt days, so what was nice, it was almost like a video journal. So what I did is I went on kind of a bit on tilt one day on stream, and so I went back and I rewatched the video. I went and I hopped on the treadmill and started working out, and then just rewatched my stream and to see like the mistakes I was making and things like that, and it actually helped out a lot. Like a little video journal. Yeah, absolutely low life. Because I don't actually journal. Um, I don't really write down my thoughts and things, but I meditate a lot and things like that. So that's like kind of me reflecting. And in the mornings, I meditate for 20 to 30 minutes every morning before I start trading, and then after, usually right now, uh, I'm usually not trading at all. That's another thing, dude. This is not the times I usually trade, but um, I'll go for a hike and then just, with no headphones, no nothing, and then just kind of reflect on my trading and my accounts and things like that. If I get out in the nature and just kind of reflect that way, I think it's super important. So that's kind of like my journaling. Like that's how I do it. I journal by writing down my entries and things like that, but as far as my thoughts go, that's what I do. But yeah, so I actually did like watching back on my streams and stuff and looking at my trades because I was calling out trades and then I wasn't even taking them, on stream. Oof, what a choppy mess. Because I was just about ready to think I'm gonna flip long. Now we're back down below my entry. I don't know if I could see my entries or not on here. Let's see. Maybe this. Ugly. So in days past, when we're right at this initial balance, whether it's high or low, if we start chopping around this can get me in trouble, like it has been. Because if you start trying to play off this, we're chopping back and forth. So if you're trying to look for a continuation above or a continuation below and we're not getting it, this price action right here can get me in trouble, which it just did. But the good thing is because I'm trading on stream right now, I haven't blown this combine because normally I probably would have blown this combine. Because I'm very much a pass or smash combine type of person. But yeah, you're right, low life. Definitely. I think that a lot of big streamers, like I was saying earlier, they don't need trading to make a living because you know, they're making so much on YouTube. Trades by Matt, Patrick Whelan, those types of guys, they make so much that they never have to make another trade in their life again. So it's definitely hard. Absolutely. Yeah, Patrick Whelan actually said once that the course, him selling the courses made him a millionaire. He wasn't a millionaire before, and then once he started selling that course, it made him a millionaire. He actually said that on his stream once. I didn't see him say it, but I saw a clip or something because I don't watch his stream. I'm actually banned from his stream. He banned me. I don't know if I'm unbanned or not, but He hasn't banned me from X yet. So all I did was ask him. All I did was ask him if he could just show his executions, because he shows all his executions off the stream. So no, I won't ban. The only way I'd ban someone is if they were being rude to, being obviously a bot, and then if they were just, being really rude to people in the chat or something. But I can't be offended very easily. Yeah, wood chip, sure, but he definitely makes a lot of money from YouTube. But like I said, he was one of the first people that I came across way back, trading futures, and I was just like I didn't even know what the heck it was. I was like, what is this? I go, is it like, what's this NQ and ES? Like, I had no idea. Michael Walters, I am from Maine. I live up here in Maine. Cold country. It's about 10 degrees Fahrenheit today. She's cold. Yeah, wood chip, and I used to watch trades by Matt and things like that. Yeah, Husk, we did all right on the Express account. We sent it pretty good with NQ and YM. We took some pretty hefty shorts here on YM. We traded it pretty aggressively. And last night in my the overnight session, I broke my rules and I told myself to not trade NQ anymore. And we messed up my funded future starter accounts pretty bad. So, and then we took a few dumb trades on this combine, and I got chopped up here in this mess. But how you doing today, Husk? No funded trade, yeah. Yeah, wood chips. That's the same thing as me. So I was swing trading stocks, and I still kind of do a little bit of swing trading on stocks, but they're more just investments now. Once I hit 40 years old, I couldn't afford to risk putting so much on the table, in my opinion. So I tend to have a lot of my investments in dividend stocks and things like that. Yeah, it makes you wonder, low life. But I don't really know what to expect with the volume towards the end of the day, just because where we are going into the holiday, and then you just don't know what to expect. They just can be tricky. And I definitely don't want to be trading my personal account too much end of the year and things like that. Yeah, we're just putting in this 5-minute idiot box. That's what they call this. I don't know if it's Tom Sabo that says that, or I don't know. I heard it from Methodical Man. They call it idiot box. Husk says it too. And for those that you don't know, Husk Williams in the chat, he has his own streaming channel. Check him out. He's a really chill guy. He's helped me get started streaming, given me advice. I even bought the same webcam as him. Oh, really, Josh? Nice. It's good to know. I'm actually curious to see what My Funded Futures comes out with next. 'Cause I heard they're getting rid of the starter accounts. So I think they might go back to the starter plus accounts, which are not so bad. I mean, it gets rid of the consistency rule. I mean, that's why I pushed this account so hard today. It's because no consistency, right? So that's what Top Step. That's what I like about Top Step is you can really like push your winners. You see, I was adding, took some off, came back. I was adding. I went short again. So it all just depends on your style of trading. Now, like if you're a good scalper, which I'm not, some days I feel like I'm a scalping god, but I really like 0 Day J says, I guess my way in and I guess my way out. I guess sometimes with scalps, but um, some of the other prop firms like with the consistency rules, the 20% consistency rule really doesn't bother me if I'm scalping. But it's nice to have that. I'm glad I'm back with Top Step so I can really push that account. I mean, you catch 100 points on NQ, one contract, that's $2,000. And if you're adding to that winner as it's dumping or going higher, then you can add up some bucks. And I've been kind of thinking like if I want to go live because of the regulations that are coming, if I want to go live with a company, I think it's either going to be My Funded Futures, Take Profit Trader, or Top Step. And I think right now Top Step's my number one if I was to go live again. I used to be live with them. Like 2 years ago, I was live. I was a live trader with Top Step, but it didn't last long. I blew those accounts. When they started calling me and blowing up my phone when I was in a losing trade, I blew those accounts. Yeah, Mo, I got my own personal account. We made 420 on that. I trade E-Trade. I got a pretty. So yeah, made actually we're up 485 on the personal account today. 420 on the YM trade, and then I made a NQ scalp on that. So yeah, Mo, I do trade in my personal account. Always have, but absolutely. Yeah, the broker doesn't care. The broker doesn't care if you're up 5 grand or down 5 grand. That's for sure. It's good to see you in here, Mo. It's the first time I've seen you in here. I'm not sure though. I forget. But I've seen a lot of the DCA gang in here, which is pretty awesome. Thanks for the support, guys. Yeah, Mo, the legend. I'm the legend pine tree trader, right? No, I'm just like everyone else, just trying to make a living. I love this stuff though. I love uh, I love trading. I love the people that trade. I love the community. Um, I love the community, especially when shit hits the fan with the prop firms when they rug pull people, like fast track trading or the profit trades, and then I kind of feel like we're all in this together, which is nice. And when fast track trader rug pulled me for $15,000, it sucked. And like it affected me big time emotionally, and it definitely affected my trading, but you know, by going in other people's chats and going on Discord and hanging out with people, and then you see like, well, I'm not the only one that got rug pulled. You know, I was fortunate enough to take money from them as well. So I ended up taking something like 16,000 or something. I kind of forget, but and I only had maybe 1,000, 1,200 bucks, probably like 1,200 bucks invested in them. So I took them for a ride, but I really would have liked to have gotten that extra $15,000 because that was good money to me. I had my best month ever during that time, and then it came to an end pretty quickly. My best month ever with prop firms, that's for sure. I think that was back in back in August, I guess. Yeah, the DCA gang, the DGens. So I was doing some real DGen stuff this over the weekend, just for fun. I put $10 on every NBA game, but only on the underdogs, and I made 300 bucks. I blindly bet every underdog because I placed a bet on the World Series, so I was playing on house money anyway. So I wasn't playing on that much, and I don't sports gamble a lot, but every once in a while I'll bet on a football game or something like that. But during the World Series, I ended up winning some money, so then I took some of that house money and I was applying day trading strategies to the risk reward, and then I ended up just betting on anything that was like 2-1, 3-1, and just placing $10 bet on every NBA game, and ended up winning 300 bucks. So guys, I'm not really doing much trading. So yeah, we're just chilling. I'm just do account recap. So we're up $2,163 on this Express account today. It was a brand new account I just activated this morning. We pushed it to the limit. And that got a nice head start on it. The My Funded Future starter accounts, we took a hit last night in the overnight. I ended up going on a little bit of tilt and took daily loss limit on the My Funded Future starter accounts. Not a good start to those. Tradeify took a hit. I basically was kind of copy trading them and ended up taking a hit on those as well. So if you watched my stream last Friday, we ended up passing some of those Tradeify accounts in the My Funded Future starter accounts. And we took a hit. And then on the personal account, we made 485 bucks. So after we were in the red last night on the personal account as well, and we ended up placing a nice trade on that YM this morning on the aggressive school run trade, and we're up 485 bucks on the personal account. So overall, not a bad day, but once again, I broke my own rules of trading the NQ on the overnight, and we got caught up in the excitement of the 118 point opening range of the overnight, and did some dumb stuff. But that's okay, because I think I have a lot of time to reflect on those accounts. I don't know how much I'll be trading those accounts tomorrow, where there's only a half day. I don't know what the price action is going to be. So, and then we got Christmas, and then then we're back to it. I don't know how the volume's going to be or what the price action is going to be, but 2025, I really need to. I've been really patient on my personal account, which I'm happy with. but I am stuck on that playing the game with the prop firms, and I should slow down a bit on the prop firms. That's just real talk. So, so yeah, I've gotten a few payouts over the last few weeks. My funded futures, and I took a take profit trader payout, just something small, just to say I did it, because take profit trader has been my kryptonite for probably like 2 years, and so yeah. Yeah, thanks, Low Life. Yeah, my funded futures is one of my favorite prop firms to take payouts. It's kind of been my bread and butter lately. Uh, Basically, my strategy with is I get three 50K starter accounts. I copy trade them. I see how much I can get in 5 days, and I take max withdrawal, and then I repeat. And I buy new accounts for $80, and I pass them in one day. I try to pass them in one day anyway, and then I do it again. Now, I don't recommend doing that anymore because someone I know has gotten a warning letter about turning and burning the My Funded Future starter accounts. So you don't want to turn and burn them anymore. Well, I'm going to personally try to stop turning and burning them. Obviously, I am in drawdown on those accounts because I took $1,200 loss on them today. But if I can get them back up above, I'm going to try to build some bit of a cushion so I'm not turning and burning that account anymore, and actually try to hold on to them a little bit longer. But yeah, so I admit I've been trading the sim farming, uh, the prop firm game on them. So yeah, so it wasn't. It's not the best thing to do, but like I said earlier, I changed my mindset. I struggled with prop firms, low life. Um, I got my first payout. So I've been trading futures since 2021. Now I've been trading my personal accounts, things like that. But I didn't get my first payout until last February with a prop firm. I wasn't trading full time like I am now, but it still took me a long time to get a payout. So don't give up. You know, I don't know if you I don't know if you've gotten payouts before, but hoping to get a payout soon. I don't know if you've gotten a payout before, but yeah. So it took me a long time. So if anyone's out there that's struggling and thinking, "Oh, I can never get a payout," it's hard. Everyone's path is different. So some people it just clicks so quickly, and for some it just doesn't. So, but what really changed my mindset, and now it does bring on a lot of the degen gambling aspect of the trading, is that I really kind of switched my brain into thinking like my risk on that. So say I have a 50K account, my risk is not that trade that I'm taking. My risk is the account. Okay? So my risk is that $80 my funded futures account. It's not I'm in that trade, I'm in that winning trade for, say I'm up $300 on that account or on that trade. You can't think like, well, if it goes back to even, then I'm, going to be down, I'm going to lose that 300, it's like the way I look at it is like I'm going to lose the $80 if I ended up getting stopped out fully. So LAFTA, so yeah, so see, I sound like a boomer, but I'm not quite a boomer. But back in 2021, Top Step was two steps to pass, and I would always get the 150K accounts, and they were expensive, and Um, yeah, you had to make $18,000 to pass a combine, and it was like 300 and something dollars. Like if I go to my billing, can't remember exactly what it costs, but I'll pull it up right now. I've been with Top Steps was my first. You never forget about your first, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, right here. June 21st, 2021. Step one. You see how it was step one? $300. $300 for step one, 150K top step. And then I don't even remember. Then it looks like you could reset it for 49.50, and then there was a reset here for 99. And then look, step two. Oh, that's right. So you had to pay for step two data, guys. Step two data was $375. See, this is why Michael Patak has a mansion out in Colorado, and it's because of this stuff. I mean, this was back in 2021. So I ended up passing, and then the $99 step two resets. So resets, $99, $99. Yeah, this is crazy stuff. But yeah, you had to make $18,000 to pass a 150K combine. I mean, it sucked. And then I remember I've told this story before. I like to tell my stories over and over again because I ain't got many. But yeah, so then I finally passed a 150K combine back in the day, and they sent me to live, and it was an actual live on the books live. And they didn't do the sim funded like they did that they do now. You actually went live, and then I ended up going red on a trade, my very first trade. I didn't put a stop loss. I let that loser run. Did everything you're not supposed to do, and then Top Step was blowing my phone up. They were calling me, like, and I wouldn't answer the phone, and then they ended up closing my trade. So they closed my trade without because I didn't answer the phone, and then once they left me a voice message, and then so I had to call them back when the market was over, and they told me, they gave me the whole runaround about risk management and all this stuff, and it really got it in my head, and that how I was supposed to answer the phone when they called, and yeah, I ended up blowing that account. I ended up going live with them a few times, and I never got a payout or nothing. But yeah. So yeah, so I always say like we're kind of in the golden age of prop firms, and now I feel like prop firms, it's really, it's starting to get regulated now, or you're gonna start seeing it regulated, especially with profit trade and the fast track trading. So you're gonna see some changes, and if they start getting regulated too hard, you're gonna see the prices go up, and I mean, you're already kind of seeing it a little bit. Bulanox not allowing you to copy trade with other accounts, and Apex, with their risk management rules and their activation fee that went up from 85 to what 125 or 130 or whatever it is now. So yeah, the struggle's been real. And then once something clicked, for those that haven't gotten a payout, I went whatever since 2021 without a payout until last February, I believe, was my first payout, and then I gotten over $60,000 worth of payouts this year. So, just something just kind of eventually clicked. but it's been a long, hard road for sure. So with prop firms, I'm definitely net positive, you know, over my trading career with options and futures. Like I'm definitely not net positive overall with personal accounts, probably. Yeah, definitely not. But with prop firms, it wasn't hard to get profitable. Because even over those few years, I think I only spent like $8,000 over the course of like 3 years. So on prop firms, and it took like two payouts, two Apex payouts, and I was net profitable. Albert Dennis, what's going on? Um, so are you new to futures, Albert? If you're new to futures, I would definitely go. I would definitely. So if you're new to futures, I would definitely recommend going with an inexpensive evaluation. Um, so, I mean, Bulenox, I think has 80% off right now. That'll get you in the game for pretty cheap. Um, there hasn't been any issues. Well, there was one major issue with Bulenox where they denied a payout of like $400,000 to one big trader. But every other trader I know gets paid out consistently from Bulenox, even though they kind of stay behind the radar. But yeah, I would just focus on a cheap evaluation just to get your feet wet. I wouldn't really go with anything like my funded futures and pay $80. I would try to spend around $20 to $30 on an evaluation if it was me. Um, but yeah, but besides that, my favorite prop firms are Top Step, My Funded Futures, Take Profit Trader. I like Tradeify, and I do like Bulenox. I do like Bulenox. And then, I really don't have much of a problem with Apex either. So Apex is okay if they're running a sale, like a 90% off sale or an 80% off sale. They're okay. But so yeah, that's my 2 cents. But yeah, try to get your feet wet with a cheap evaluation. That way, you're still getting skin in the game by paying for that evaluation. So you're feeling those real world emotions compared to just paper trading all the time. But yeah, you definitely want to learn your strat, your edge with paper trading, and then get a cheap evaluation. That's my opinion. Trader guy, what's happening? 2000 and a year and a half in, yep. Wow, trader guy, that's amazing that you've held on to an XFA since July, though. I mean, props to you. That's great. So you're clearly disciplined, trader guy. You have that discipline. But like I know someone else that's similar to that, where they're very disciplined, but they're too disciplined that they don't make any money, which is just another hurdle that you're gonna get over, and you're gonna get there. And by not spending a whole lot, nice low life. Congrats. Yeah, Top Step's the best, one of the best trader guy. Nice low life. Yeah, that feels good. I spent a long time practicing and feel comfortable with my setup and want to try prop firming. Did you say tops up my finishes? The last couple. Yeah. So yeah, top step. I mean 50. So a 50K is $49 with top step. But if you do pass, you're gonna pay a activation fee of $150 or something like that. So all in, you're around $200. Um, the cheapest all in is my funded futures starter accounts, which is $80 all in for a 50K. But where you're new, Albert, I would just suggest going with Bulanox. And right now, if you use code Pine, I don't even care. You get 80% off on an evaluation. So I don't know what a 25K or 50K would cost with Bulanox, but it would be like, I don't know, maybe $30 or something like that. I'm not really sure. And that'll get you skin in the game to practice your strategy, you know. But with Bulanox, they only have rhythmic connections, so I don't know what you use. I don't know if you use Trade of 8. But really, Top Step for $50 for 50K is not bad. But yeah, I just go with the cheapest evaluation you can find. But yeah, I'll just read them off again. So like my top six or so is Top Step, My Funded Futures, Bulanox, Take Profit Trader, Tradeify, and Apex is not. I mean, I know Apex is controversial, but they are one of the biggest still. And they've always paid me, but I haven't had an account with them for a little while. Because the one thing I don't like about the other thing is Trader Guy is that with Bulanox and Apex, they have intraday trading drawdown instead of end of day drawdown. So depending on what your strategy is, you know, you might want to look into intraday versus end of day drawdown. Oh, not Trader Guy. I wasn't. Sorry, I was actually speaking to Albert, not you, Trader Guy. Sorry, I got my people mixed up here. Oh, I make money slow, but mistakes are not letting executing my strategy well. On the XFA, I'm at break even, but did over 10,500 in wins. Yeah, so it sounds to me like Trader Guy, like you have that edge, you have a good edge. So it's just getting over that psychological hurdle. But that is amazing, Trader Guy, that you've held that account that long. Now, someone that's who actually I consider a pretty disciplined trader that held on to accounts forever on stream was Nutty Bar Trading. I mean, that guy, he grinded those 20 Apex accounts for like a year, and then he finally got a payout, and it was a nice payout, which is pretty awesome. Just put it this way: I've taken payout on one account twice, like on the same account only twice before I blew it. And that was with Apex. I had a few 50K accounts. No, they were actually 150K accounts. I generally trade 50Ks and 25Ks now, but because the way I look at it is, you know, if I can get a good start on the drawdown, then like on this 50K, then I don't really need 150K, but that's just the way I trade. But yeah, so I had a few 150K accounts and I got payout on them twice before I blew them, which is pretty rare for me. But because I tend to, as long as my return on investment is good, I take those max payouts. If I get the payout, I take that payout. And that's the other thing that's helped me get payouts is that before, for years I would try to build that account up, especially when I had a larger account like 150K. I've built my accounts up to $9,000, $10,000 and then never got a payout on them, and then blew them. Now it's like, if I trade this account well over the next 4 days and I get to that 5 day, I'm gonna take a payout, and I'm gonna take 50% of it. So even though that monopoly money doesn't really mean much until it goes into your bank account, but it's like if you grind a XFA or a funded account up for weeks and you get that puppy up to $9,000, $10,000, and then you go on tilt one day. I remember that $9,000 account. I think it was like about 9 to 10,000 somewhere. I didn't blow it in one day, but I blew it in 2 or 3 days after. Can I copy trade Bulanox using Replicanto? Albert, I really don't know. Okay, here's the thing about Bulanox, Albert. This is something else I should mention. Is that they actually have in their rules that you can't copy trade with other prop firms. So you have to trade them by themselves. Now, can you use Replicanto with Bulanox? I really don't know. Personally, I use Quantower with Bulanox and use the free copy trader with Quantower. That's how I trade Bulanox. I actually had 4 funded accounts with them last week and then blew them like an idiot. But like I said, I have been struggling since that. I keep using it as an excuse and I need to get over it. But yeah, ever since that rug pull from Fast Track Trading, I feel like I've been on that constant combine grind. So Mo Lester, Mo Life TV. So as far as using Replicanto, Albert, I'm not really sure. But yeah, guys, I think it's all right, trader guy, awesome. So Albert, I started trading futures in 2021, and I was trading stocks, swing trading stocks, for well over 10 years. Back when I was working full time, I would swing trade stocks. But yeah, it's futures since 2021. Full time futures probably a little over a year and a few months. Full time, where I wasn't working any other jobs or anything. Actually, I stopped door dashing in the December of last year. So yeah, because the new year, I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I stopped doing DoorDash and anything else that created a 1099 or. So yeah, I started futures trading in 2021, Albert, and became profitable last February. And then this year, I've gotten a little over 60,000 in payouts, and I probably spent. Everyone tells you how much they make in payouts, but I probably spent 20,000, 20, 25,000 in resets. So, so I'm not quite where I want to be, but I'm at the point where I can make a living doing it. We can all hope for that six-figure payouts, you know, next year. My goal this year was to just break even with my trading and not lose money. That was my goal. And we made money. We're going to pay the tax, man. So yeah, so anyways, I haven't really been talking about the market. Looks like we're just doing that slow grind up now. So just if you're just tuning in, we took a bloodbath with the My Funded Futures and the starter accounts, the funded accounts, and the Tradeify funded accounts. We made a nice chunk this morning on the Express account, and we made $485 on the personal account. So not a bad day. I think I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up. But it was awesome. It's awesome having all you guys hang out, and yeah, I want to do more of this. It's been fun hanging out, talking to other traders, and please hit the like button and the subscribe. And I do have links. I don't push my affiliate links, but if you want to help out the channel, I do have a few down in the description. I don't have a Take Profit Trader. I don't have a My Funded Futures. They won't give me one because I'm a small streamer, but I'm not really trying to push them or anything. But if you want to help out the stream and help me buy a new microphone or whatever, but yeah, but I appreciate it. Just don't use someone else's code. You know, some other streamers. Just don't use the default code for any of these companies because it gives them the money. Just help out some small streamer or something, and Methodical Man or 0 Day J, or help put food on their family's table. But I appreciate all of you, and I don't know if I'll get on tomorrow or not. It's Christmas Eve, and we'll see how the market is, but we might hang out. So just look for me. I want to get more consistent on the streaming, so that way you guys just know when and where to find me all the time. But I appreciate all of you guys in the chat, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.